Hi everybody, you're Within the Frame and my name is Richard Fink, and today we're going to talk about Independence Day Resurgence, that sequel that's been 20 years in the making. Judging by the box office, it's going to be 20 more years till we get a third film. I promise you, they set up a third film, and it's very lazily handled. But let's talk about the actual movie itself. This movie is big, it's dumb, it's got a lot of spectacle. I don't want to call it fun, because it is kind of lagging, but it's not terrible. It's just mildly meh. Part of that is because we have a split between there's some really, really fun stuff in there and there's just really, really boring and stupid shit in there. We're going to talk about a few good things. And the good things are the returning cast. And with one exception, and that one exception is Jeff Goldblum, sadly. Look, I love Jeff Goldblum. I probably talk like Jeff Goldblum because of all my ums and my likes. But he just isn't playing David in this movie. He's not the same character we saw in the first film. He is playing Jeff Goldblum, and it feels out of place. If anything, he feels more like Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park than he does David Levinson. We are missing his wife that was in the first film, and it's not even explained where she is. Did she die? Are they still separated? It's explained in other material outside of the movie that she died in a car crash, but anyway. Vivica A. Fox is back. She's only in it for a little bit, but it's nice to see her back. Her death scene does actually kind of touch me because it's like, you know, we saw her survive the whole first film, and seeing her die, it's like, she's gone. But that actually serves a character arc for one of the characters, actually for all the characters, and we'll get to that theme a little later. Judd Hirsch returns as Jeff Goldblum's dad in the movie. He's funny. His scenes are kind of pointless, but he's always a welcome in the movie. He's always funny when he shows up. Bill Pullman. I love Bill Pullman. I loved him in the first film, and I love him here. You know, we all know the speech. We all love the speech. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not give up without a fight. Just saying it right now fills me with, fuck yeah. But anyway, here, Bill Pullman, he kind of plays the Randy Quaid character, like the crazy guy who's had an encounter with aliens. But unlike Randy Quaid, he doesn't have the lame, I'm back and up yours, which are really cringeworthy. Rewatching them now, those are bad. But Bill Pullman, he's really good in this movie, and he has this great speech, much more quieter, much more subdued about, you know, we convinced an entire generation that this was a battle we could win, and a battle worth fighting. He's talking about the audience, and about how the real world, like, you know, basically about our generation, that we could build a brighter future, and what would have happened if, you know, maybe we had started working together instead of going down the awfulness that we did in the after the 90s. But anyway, Will Smith's presence is missed in this movie because he was a lot of the charm and the youthful energy of the first film. And here, none of the new players even match his level of charisma. None of these actors carry in their whole body what Will Smith was able to carry in his pinky. Like, every actor here of the newcomers is stiff and boring. Liam Hemsworth is so boring. Will Smith Jr. doesn't have any of the charisma of his father's character. And he does get a cool line, though, I will say, when he says, you know, it's the 4th of July, let's show him some fireworks. That's a badass line. There's just no charm or joy in this movie, like, of the characters. The destruction is cool, but we've kind of been there, done that. When this was done in 96, this was really groundbreaking and breathtaking, but we've seen destruction movie after destruction movie, and nothing new is brought to the table. They bring an alien queen. We've seen alien queens before. We've seen giant alien fights in the desert before, even though this one is pretty cool. The one new character that does stand out is an African warlord, and he's awesome. I don't want to butcher this actor's name. I'm going to put the name in the link in the description below. But he is awesome. He has these 2 machetes, and we find out he spent 20 years fighting the aliens in the deserts. And it's like, I want to see that movie, or I want to see that comic book, because when he kills aliens in this movie, he's so cool. He doesn't say a lot, but he commands such presence. Like I said, the action is so-so. There are some really fun, exciting parts. There's a lot of great world building in this movie. When you actually, you know, get to see how alien technology has integrated with human technology, and the fact that the world is united, that's a really refreshing notion, especially with how, you know, we seem to be very divided as a country and just as a world right now. So it's kind of nice and a bright, optimistic future. But anyway, the movie isn't good. It's not bad. If you tell me you like this movie, I'm not going to be surprised. I won't say you're wrong. If you say it's bad, I'm not going to say you're wrong. It really could go either way. This movie ends basically saying, almost practically saying, we're going to make a part 3. Like, basically, and it doesn't even have a solid conclusion. It just said, there's other aliens coming. Let's get ready to fight them, and we're going to take the fight to them. And then just cuts right there. It's like, wait a minute. You don't even give me a moment to breathe. That was my review of Independence Day. The first one was a game changer. Of course, this wasn't going to live up to the original. Thank you, everybody. You've been Within the Frame, and have a good night.